Good morning to everyone watching the replay. I'm going to flip the screen because you guys jump on so fast, just like Oz. So 1 second. All right, good morning, guys. Oz and Harguayola staring. It's good to see you guys. I'm sorry if I mispronounce names. I'm not very good at that. So, Coach Bannon, it's good to see you. Thank you guys for jumping on. I also realized that, hey guys, I'm traveling next week, Monday through Wednesday, and Monday I actually have to be out of the house at like 3 or 4 a.m. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a scope from the airport wherever I am that day. So if I do not get on Facebook Live on Monday, don't worry, I will be back Tuesday, 7:30 on Facebook Live, and we can get started there. It is actually not Chinese Food Friday. It's a reservations at a restaurant with my parents day, which is really cool too, because that means tomorrow gets to be Chinese Food Saturday. So thank you. I hope you guys all have a nice Friday as well. So my name is Krystalyn Vitovich. I'm an internationally published intuitive author. Thank you, Starin. And today I want to share with you guys 3 affirmations that can get you through anything that comes up in your day. And one affirmation that I ran into yesterday, this is kind of a funny story now. So thank you, Oz, for inviting people. So I will share that story with you and the affirmation that I got out of it at the end of our 3 daily affirmations. So stick around for that. And do remember that we are moving to Facebook Live either Monday or Tuesday with these scopes. So that's exciting too. So our first affirmation is, I overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength. I overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength. And to understand how you naturally do this every time you set out to do something, hey Eric, happy belated birthday. To understand how you do this all the time without even thinking about it, you want to understand exactly how an obstacle functions in your life, how an obstacle works for you. Okay, so obstacles or challenges in life, they're not out to get us. They're not God's way of condemning us, or it's not life being unfair. It really isn't. Life is a lot more fair than we give it credit for, and it's crazy, but if you see purpose behind things like this, it makes a lot more sense. So for the challenges you face in life, that's God's way of showing you who you are, what you're meant to be, unleashing your potential. I'm doing great, Eric. I'm glad that you're doing well too. So you want to unleash your potential. You want to see what you're capable of. You want to see how incredible you can be, and your challenges reveal that to you. They show you what you're capable of because they test you. If you just sat around for your whole life and everything was easy, you wouldn't know what you're capable of. It would be easy, but you wouldn't be able to appreciate it as much because you wouldn't have worked for it. You wouldn't understand what the opposite is. Hi, Dad. So you want to understand that a challenge shows you what you're capable of. It's God's way of revealing to you who you're meant to be, what you're meant to do. Thank you. I appreciate that. So you overcome obstacles and challenges with renewed inner strength every time because that's what they're meant for. Obstacles and challenges are there to make you stronger. It's your conditioning in life, and it shows you what you can do. So when you're facing an obstacle or a challenge, and it's one of those really frustrating ones, because guys, I get it. They can be so frustrating, and sometimes you're like, why in the world is this even happening? But try to find purpose behind it. If you can see what this might be teaching you, what this might be helping you grow in, then you'll be able to understand what you're doing, what you're supposed to get out of it, and it'll make the process so much easier. When you know what's at the other end of the tunnel, that's motivation for you to get to it, to be able to endure whatever is in the in-between. So try to find the purpose in it. That'll help a lot, and it's going to show you what you're capable of, who you're meant to be, and what you're meant to do with your life, because you have an incredible purpose. You just got to find out what it is, and if you already know, awesome. So you'll be able to find purposes in your challenges all the easier. So I love that you guys celebrate Chinese night with me. I actually have dinner reservations with my parents tonight, so tomorrow is Chinese night, so I have something else to look forward to. So that's awesome. Our second affirmation is, I am successful in all that I do. I am successful in all that I do. I want you to imagine that you actually believe that you are successful at everything and that you never have to worry about having to quit or ultimately failing and not getting what you're running towards, what you're trying to achieve. Imagine that you always will and you always have. Oh, that's so cool. So this is another thing, just like the challenges, where yes, there are failures in life. Yes, things don't work sometimes, but does that mean you have to quit? Absolutely not. If challenges and obstacles show you who you are and what you're meant to be, then failures and the challenges that come with processes show you how to get there. They are the guideposts in life. They are God's way of telling you which path to take and which opportunities are the best ones for you. That's how it works. And it's really so simple once that comes to light, right? So, actually, Eric, I don't get sick of explaining them, but I do worry that you guys get sick of hearing the 3 affirmations. So thanks for bringing that up. So that is how your failures work. When you experience a failure, get excited. Don't get too discouraged. Let yourself be a little discouraged. Let yourself feel what you're allowed to feel. But after that, understand that something better is coming. Something perfect for you is out there, and this wasn't it. So what could possibly be better than what you were imagining? That is what is coming for you. So when you experience a failure, let yourself process it, but then get excited, guys, because something better is coming for you. And as long as you trust those hints that God gives you, you are going to get something incredible. So thank you. I appreciate that so much, Hot Rod. Nice name. So that is how you always overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength, and how you are always successful in everything that you do. It's just about faith and trust and just going with it, right? So once all of that happens, and even before all of that happens, what's something you can do in the process? This is going to change your life. This is our 3rd affirmation. A lot of you know what it is. Probably all of you know what it is, but I'm going to lead up to it anyway. This is going to give you so much in life. It'll make you happy. It'll give you great, oh, Oz, that's awesome. Hi, Frank. So that's really cool. Frank, it's great to meet you. So again, it'll make you happy. It'll give you great opportunities, bring great people into your life. It will make processes seem a lot more tolerable. And all it is gratitude is my attitude. It'll even help you control situations. So how do you practice gratitude is my attitude? Well, this one is my favorite because it's also the most practical. You actually don't have to just say it over and over again. You can add to that with a method, let's call it that. All you have to do is list a few things that you're grateful for. And I like to say 3 things because I feel like it's a really good start. But if you're me, you do it several times a day, so it really compounds and makes you super happy and makes a lot of things go well for you. Because gratitude is my attitude can just do so much for you because it controls your attitude. And what I always say is when you have control over your attitude, you have control over how you react to things. And when you have control over how you react to things, you have more control over the situation. As much control as you can have in it, you have that. Because gratitude is my attitude, it just makes you aware that regardless of challenges, regardless of frustrations, there are at least 3 things in this moment, in this day, that you can be grateful for. And if that's true, then life is not so bad. So I do it in the morning to set my tone for the day, to just make sure I start the day happy. I do it throughout the day, particularly when I get frustrated, because I don't want to react in an irrational way that could hurt other people, and I don't want to feel like I did something that I shouldn't have done. So I make sure that I have gratitude as my attitude because it calms me down. It lets me control the situation a little bit more so that I can find a solution that's better for everybody. That's awesome. And then I do it at the end of every day because if I can find 3 things today that I'm grateful for, it was a good day. Even if it was challenging, it was a good day. It was my day. I lived it. All I have now is the memory of it, and I want it to be a fun one. I don't want to carry regrets with me, so I want to be able to make the good points stand out. And that's what gratitude is my attitude can do. And try it. You'll see all of the things it can do. Just list 3 things that you're grateful for and watch your life transform. It's amazing. So our feature affirmation today, I was writing book 2 of the series that I am currently working on last night. And I use this great program. If you are a writer and you like to be able to organize everything, I recommend a program called Scrivener. But I'm changing phones soon, so I wanted to get a phone app that I could update through Dropbox, and then Scrivener would see the updates too. And I was like, that's really cool. I can write on my phone or on my laptop, and I can write everywhere, and that's amazing. So I got the app kind of queued up for when I get my new phone. But then I needed to get Dropbox because I didn't use Dropbox up until now. And so I got Dropbox, I moved everything into Dropbox, and then all of a sudden, everything fell apart. Scrivener is S-C-R-I-V-E-N-E-R. Scrivener. So I moved everything into Dropbox, and then that's when I started seeing problems. And if you are tech savvy like my dad, you're probably thinking already about what happened, because guys, I lost my book. I had book 1, all of my character profiles, all of my location profiles, all of my research, all of the book 2 that I had done. It all just crashed. And then the document or the file that I was working on disappeared, and I panicked because that was a huge mistake. I tried to move it, and I tried to change the file name because I thought, hey, it's not just the first book now. Might as well name it after the whole series. So I lost my file. But this is your affirmation for today, and I will tell you what happened next once you see this. I'm going to flip the camera. Here we go. I turn mistakes into opportunities. I turn mistakes into opportunities. Now, don't worry about taking a screenshot or anything, because you guys deserve better quality than this. I will post this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, all that jazz. Follow me at Crystalline Amber on all of those except for Facebook, which is Crystalline Avatovich, and you will get a really good copy of this. And I recommend following Facebook Crystalline Avatovich anyway, because that's where we're going to be starting on Monday or Tuesday with our live videos. So one second while I flip the camera. All right, so what did I do? How did I turn this into an opportunity? Well, I did find an older backup version that did not have book 2 on it, but did have pretty much everything else. It wasn't the final copy of my my first book, but that's okay because I had exported it, so I have the first book. The one that is probably going to be beginning its publishing process soon is intact. It's okay. It's still on track. No worries. But all of my character profiles and everything else also were there. So thank God for that, right? And the opportunity I got out of this, and thank you, Hot Rod, for sharing, is that I did lose all of my progress on my second book. I have an external hard drive. I should have used it, but I didn't. But thank you for the advice. So I did lose all of my progress on my second book, but you know what? It was only about 3 chapters worth of progress, and I had been going through them and thinking, man, I could probably do better than this, but I'll try again some other time. And I'm pretty sure God said, that's awesome. So I'm pretty sure God said, no, we should do this over again, and that's why I lost my progress in book 2. But do you know what I did after that? I was able to write over 700 words last night of really great feeling scenes and dialogue for this second book that I think is actually much improved from what I originally had. So again, I turned the mistake into an opportunity, and it ended up being a blessing in disguise. And that is what I want for you guys. If something happens and it's like devastating, make sure that once the panic subsides, because yeah, yeah, they are. That's so cool. So because yes, we do panic. It's okay to take a minute, panic, and then calm down. Once you release that panic, calm down, because there is a way for you to make this work out for you. And it probably happened in the first place because there is a reason for it, and it will work out for you. So thank you so much, Hot Rod, and I'm glad that you enjoy this. So make sure that you understand that mistakes, even though, yeah, sometimes they are mistakes, can always work out for you in the end. And sometimes they happen on purpose. Sometimes I do believe God throws them at us so that, A, we can learn to, bob and weave and do whatever we have to do, but we can also see a new opportunity from it. I would never have gotten the story that I have now from this book, too, if my file hadn't been wiped away. And I like this one so much better, and it's got better flow, it's more captivating, it's what you guys deserve out of a story more than the last one was. But that never would have happened if this hadn't, completely blown it away and really freaked me out for a couple minutes. So mistakes are opportunities in disguise, and if you find a mistake, you can turn it into an opportunity. That is your power. That is what you're capable of. And yeah, there is purpose in mistakes. God uses everything to our advantage because that's how God works. So thank you guys so much. If you want to know more about my books, you can actually get a free bonus chapter of Pure Fire through the link in my bio. You'll get to learn a little bit more about the king of Gelifed, whose name is Eofen, and I hope you enjoy it because those names were like my favorite thing about that book. So thank you guys so much. I will be back on Monday or Tuesday on Facebook Live. This is our last Periscope broadcast. So thank you to everybody who's been here on Periscope for the past year. Thank you for everything. I hope to see you on Facebook because I love you guys. Please come follow me there so that we can continue to hang out. I don't want to lose you. And I will see you then with a new feature affirmation. Hot Rod, follow me on Facebook at Crystalline Avatovich, and we will be there. And I intend to enjoy dinner. Thank you so much. So guys, keep gratitude as your attitude. Live in the moment. That's where you have control. Hello to Dubai. And continue to follow Twitter. You will see my replays there, so you will still be able to see them. And you can always message me, guys. Message me, and we can talk one-on-one, and that is great too. So have a great weekend. I will see you on Facebook Live on Monday or Tuesday. And if you don't have Facebook, feel free to continue following the replays, which will be posted on social media, just like I do with this one. So thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. Bye.